Okay, we're working on our beginner's curriculum. We're working on our green stripe. So the technique that we're going to work on is our punch. So punch is going to look something like this. I step off that line. From a different angle, it's going to look here. Ready? Just like that. Now, when we do it, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. One more time this direction. Okay, so a couple details with that punch. We try and imagine that we have a straight line that we're on. I'm going to make sure I have my belly button hand. That's going to be my punching hand. When I do that, I'm aiming with these two big knuckles here. I want to make sure my thumb is here. A lot of people, they'll put their thumb on the inside or maybe on the outside. I want it tucked right under here, so I have that belly button hand. The next thing is my L position hand. This is going to be my blocking hand. It doesn't have to be a perfect L, but if we teach it that way, it's a great reminder to keep that hand up. Now, first, I have my toes this way. When I step off this straight line, I want to turn my toes this way. When turning my toes, I'm going to squish that bug. And what that is that's where I lift that heel up and I rotate. Because the real power in a punch isn't just from these 24-inch pythons. It comes from my hips, brother. So it's going to look like this. Belly button hand, L position, straight line, toes this way. I step off the line, toes are that way. I squish that bug. Now, I throw that punch. I'm going to bring it back, step back on that line. So one more time. Good hands, toes this way, step off the line, turn, squish that bug, and punch. Now, another mistake that potentially can happen is I step off the line the wrong way or with the wrong foot. So if I step off the line the other way, it's going to be really hard to punch. So hopefully people catch themselves there. But a lot of times people might step off the line with their back foot and punch, or step off the line this way. So we want to make sure we're doing it with our front foot. So drill number 1 is going to be our robot punch. So the robot punch, you just want everything super robotic, so you really isolate each one of those little details, hands and feet. So it'll look something like this. Boom. Good. Now if you want to step it up a level, you add a bounce to it. So I bounce really stiff like, just like this. Step, twist, punch. That's going to be our robot drill. Now, another basic drill would just be a 10 count. I'm going to have instructor Laura come on up. She's in a ready stance. Go ahead and face the camera, man. So what happens is it'll look something like this. Your parent can count, or this is a great one to practice by yourself. It'll go on 10 count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. Now, the next one that's going to be really good, I'll have you step out, ma'am. We'll have you come back with a target eventually. The next one is going to be kind of like a shadow boxing. So if you're just boxing or shadow boxing, just in the mirror, you're practicing. So maybe you move off to the side, you move, you fake, you duck, and then you throw your punch, right? Eventually, we're going to add blocks. Now, to kind of step up our shadow boxing, we have what's called black belt practice. That's where I'm just going to bounce, and I always want to do everything on both sides. When I bounce, boom, I just react. I can switch sides and do that punch. Ninja practice, this one's great because we kind of imagine ninjas have infiltrated the karate school. I have to be in my ready stance and I have to look each and every direction ready to use that punch that I just learned. So ninja practice would look something like this. I'm bouncing, I'm moving, and then say my parent or teammate Kiaz, Oya! Oya! I'll do that punch and I'm moving and I'm ready. Oya! Oya! Just like that. So that's another variation of how to use that punch. Now, we've done this copycat drill before too, so we'll come on in with that. We'll just set the pad down. Copycat drill can be done 2 different ways. One, I go, she goes. It looks like this. If I go fast, she goes fast. Oya! Oya! If I go slow, she goes slow. Oya! Oya! Or she can try to mimic me. This is the second version of the copycat drill. She tries to mimic me going at the same time. So when I start moving slow, she's moving slow. When I'm moving fast, she tries to stay just with me. Now, the last drill, real easy. You've got your pad hopefully at home here. If you don't yet, contact us so you can get one from the karate school. But it's going to look like this. She can punch the pad. If you don't want to hold it against your body, you can hold it this way. If you want to step it up a little bit, we can make it like we're sparring. So we're going to bounce. And if I move back, she maintains that distance. If I move forward, she's going to maintain that distance. As soon as I hold the pad, just like that.